Welcome to Challenge the Championship here at the Expo Sphere in Samorin, Slovakia, where over 2,200 athletes from 66 different countries have all qualified to come and battle it out over the middle distance at Challenge Family's World Championship Triathlon. We're going to be taking you behind the scenes with us over race weekend, show you everything you need to know from the location and getting here to the course, plus some training tips because I did do this race myself last year. So come along with us to find out what it's all about and why you should definitely want to qualify for this race in future years. So as I've mentioned, the Expo Sphere is the Olympic training centre here in Slovakia, which means not only is it a great place to come for a race, it's actually a pretty cool place to train all year round. You've got multiple restaurants on site. I'd say the best one for athletes is Olympic, which is behind me, very aptly named, which is a self-serve, so you can find plenty of athlete-friendly food options. Obviously, you've got world-class gym facilities with it being an Olympic training centre, and it's even got its own cinema. And you've also got 2 swimming pools. You've got a 25-metre pool and a 50-metre pool to get those final swim training sessions ticked off. So you're going to start your day with the swim here in the canal. It did used to be in the Danube River, but they moved it to the canal, which means you've got less of a current to contend with. What's good to know is that the swim is about a 10-15 minute walk away from transition. You're going to cross over the bridge over here behind me, and then you're going to walk all the way down the side of the canal to start, because it is a point-to-point swim. What's really nice about this swim is that it's super straightforward. You literally just swim in a straight line, make a turn, and then you're heading back towards T1. That means you can easily get into a rhythm, find some fast feet, and hopefully get a nice fast swim split. Something to be aware of is that the water here in Samorin can be pretty chilly. We're being told it's around 14-15 for race day, which when you've got cold temperatures outside as well can really feel quite nippy. Once you get in, just control your breathing, try and stay calm, get into a rhythm, and you'll be out before you know it. Okay, so at the championship you've got one transition, which is nice because it makes things nice and simple on race morning. As you can see behind me, bike check-in is the day before the race. You've got the pros setting up, you've got the age groupers coming in, so you're going to bring your bike in the night before the race. On race morning, I would recommend coming back to transition just to check your bike, to lock and load your nutrition. If you're leaving your shoes quick to the pedals, obviously get those sorted. Make sure you do leave yourself plenty of time though once you're finished in transition to get down to the swim. The bike here at Samorin is lovely and flat, but that doesn't mean it's easy. As you can see, it's along this long, straight path beside the Danube River. If you're lucky and it's not windy, you're in for a super fast ride. But as you can see today, the wind is gusting, and if you've got a headwind, that's going to be pretty tough going. Okay, so once you head out of TT, you've got a 21-kilometre run to get to before you can cross that finish line. Now, the run here at the championship is what makes this race particularly tough. It's 5 laps, which is great because you get loads of atmosphere. But you've got lots of twists and turns, and the terrain is notoriously tricky. You've got some sections on tarmac, but you've also got quite a long stretch right here on this horse track. As I've mentioned, this is an equestrian venue, so you get to run around the horse track, but it's really difficult underfoot. I can only really describe it as like running on sand. You've also got some sections of grass as well, so this is definitely a run course where if you paced yourself well on the bike, you're going to do really well because you'll have the energy you need to get through this run. I would say, having done it myself last year, that it is still beneficial to wear super shoes here. You're going to want any bit of energy return you can get, and there are those tarmac sections where you'll feel like you suddenly got rockets on your feet.
Yeah, of course, it is a venue where you have all the facilities you need for a triathlon. You have a great swim course, which is easy to follow for spectators. You have running facilities, you can cycle a fast course, you have all the things you want to be around, like a hotel, nice restaurants, gym, spa, everything you need in preparation also afterwards to have this great experience, and the VIP experience is here, so it's really a perfect location. But it is also about the atmosphere. All the people that are here have done at least one of the other challenges, so it really feels like a reunion of people that met before at different places on the world, and you see the finished shirts, you see the backpacks of all of the races. We have people from 66 nations, and this is great because there's a shared experience, and together you're racing the championship. So this gives a special atmosphere which grows over time, and it's really cool to be here and feel that you are in a different place, but you feel like at home because all the people around you are like-minded.
I think prepare for the cold water. I've heard it's just over 14 degrees. So I think maybe even try to do a swim warm-up to just get maybe used to the cold water, and so like not being in shock when getting into it, and then just like be conservative, because it's a long day out there. It can get pretty lonely as well. Mentally it can be hard, especially when it's also super windy out on the bike course. And then I would also say like leave something for the run course, because it might all be flat, but I think because it's only flat, it's like super demanding, like on a bike course, like staying in the aero position, and then the run course with a lot of turns, zigzags, and like different surfaces. And I think if you're like just playing your energy as well as possible over the length of the course, I think then you will have your best performance.
The best thing about this race is the people, the atmosphere. You're sitting having like breakfast and lunch, and it's all the pros literally around you and stuff. We saw James there as well. It's great. It's just a wonderful place.
All right, so it is race day here at Challenger Championship at the Expo in Samorin, Slovakia. Thousands of athletes have all qualified out of the Challenge family races, who've trained hard throughout the winter months, are now ready to take to the start line and enjoy their victory lap. Now, as you can see, we've got rainy conditions here today. The temperatures have dropped a little bit. That should make some fast times on the run, although the terrain underfoot will be a little bit tricky. But it does mean that the water temperature has dropped a little bit. Now, unfortunately, they have had to shorten the swim today to 750 metres. No race director ever wants to make that call, but it's good to know they're keeping the athletes safe. The wind has dropped a little bit compared to yesterday, so hopefully we'll get some nice fast bike splits. I know Fred Fung is aiming for a bike course record. He wants to get that podium spot. So we should have a really exciting day of racing. So let's go and see what happens. So that is a wrap on Challenge Championship 2025. The weather might not have quite turned up to the party, but the athletes certainly did, and we've had phenomenal racing from the pros and the age groupers alike. If you want to find out more about this race, including how you can qualify and more details about the course, you can find everything you need at tri247.com, and we'll leave some links in the description box as well.